All right. So we're gonna start here 2 minutes early, just because we got some nice poppers left and right. Might as well take advantage of it in the chat before I break my neck looking over here all the time. Although I still actually that doesn't change anything now I think about it. TAOP, surprise, actually popping up here as the current best small cap lead gapper, followed probably by BFRA. GENE is around, could be a good trade around 3.8, 3.7. I'll look for a red to green on that one. Let's keep thinking here what we want to do. Let's talk about TAOP very quickly here. Where's that ticker? 4 million float, guys. This one has that tiny float, has that spike ability behind it. Chinese software infrastructure company, 2 million raised in financing. I need to go through that report a little bit. More up 46% pre-market. Was up a little bit more actually at 1.60%. I didn't really feel super comfortable with this one. It's a Chinese software infrastructure company. Again, like I said, with the financing, it's always kind of one of those question mark kind of catalysts. So I didn't really want to get super aggressive with this one. Entered into a securities purchase agreement with an investor. The company is issuing to the investor an aggregate of 222,000 ordinary shares. Warrant purchase ordinary shares. Oh, they can order more shares at $9. Gross proceeds. Okay, so yeah, kind of good. I mean, clearly means that a private investor wants to get long TAOP. Kind of interesting there. So we'll see what happens. Right now, we are having a high over this candle, so that's a really good sign. It looks like we actually had a lot of resistance here around $4, and then kind of this interesting zone here at 5.2, and then I'd probably argue that somewhere between 6.5 and maybe somewhere here at like 7.5 key support and resistance again. So those are going to be all areas I'm going to be looking at with TAOP. I got a very small dip on this one. Thanks for Michael kind of shouting it out very quickly. We'll see. Well, hold on. Let me think about this for a second. I'm watching GENE over here. It's been a very slow morning for me, though. I was taking base hits all day, and even more than base hits, I was using small size. I think I was using like $1,000 on average, except that last trade. Very, very small amount of profit here, but hey, a bunch of little mosquitoes can still, move the elephant, maybe. I don't know if that's a saying, but at the end of the day, we got, $86 profit. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay way to start pre-market. Nothing crazy. As I say, pre-market, I'm not trying to, have a big red day. I'm not trying to have a big green day. I'm just trying to get my feet wet a little bit. And to be honest, I'm still a little bit iffy here because, this whole week and the end of last week was not really good small cap trading. So I'm still not, ready to get aggressive as I would like to be actually at this point. So I'm just kind of playing it by ear, seeing what's going to happen. I wish I kind of held this one a little bit more. Actually, took a second trade here on TAOP. This would have been a really nice little 10%. We'll see what happens. Right now, TAOP has definitely caught my eyes, and I think around like maybe even 920 we might see a little bit more action pop up. So again, keeping a close eye on this one. Let me just make sure here that everything is going right. So we got stream, we got the audio. Okay, everything looks good. So while we're waiting here, before we keep talking about the other elite gappers, let's kind of review here. First of all, guys, good morning. Welcome back to the stream. First, we review the watch list, and then we trade the market open every day. Today, what day is today? It's September 11th. Wow. These days just go by so quick, and that's always the day that I feel like is ingrained in our brain somehow. I remember exactly what I was doing. How many years ago was that? 19 years ago. Oh my God. I was taken off the playground. I was in elementary school, and I got sent home. National security. Yada yada. You guys know the story. So hope everyone is feeling all right. And yeah, let's move on here. It's Ooh, what time is it now? It's 9:17, 9:18 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We got another, what, 13, 12 minutes before the market opens at 9:30. And we'll wrap up trading for everyone that's new here at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I typically wrap up my trading at 10:30, and then we talk about swing trades and whatnot. 11 a.m. is like when I need to close the stream because I've been looking at the charts too long. Quick reminder for everyone that's new, this is for education and entertainment purposes only. My trades are quick and not meant to be followed. Always know yourself, why you are entering and exiting a stock. This community is a place for us to help each other. Please do not spam or you will be kicked, and try to stay on topic. Sometimes we deviate from topic, which is fine and it's okay and it's fun, but ultimately, let's try to keep it about stocks. I break that rule plenty of times myself, so no harm. Check out the video description below for some FAQs, and let's keep cranking away here. Close that. TAOP, again, kind of interesting. Bit of a dip here. We got 9 EMA support at 367. So let's actually move along here. I want to talk very briefly about BFRA. This was potentially another lead gapper here. It is kind of selling off. It's stuck below VWAP and stuck below $10, which was key support and resistance. Christopher, that's a funny comment. Private school, they say God will protect us. Baby Jesus is in the room. Okay, so BFRA, what do we got here? This is a really tough one. This is a German biotech with 12 million float. I was looking at the news, really scratching my head. Mediation to solve legal disputes. I don't think it's bad news. It's hard to kind of value this one a little bit. But it is nice, I would say, that they're taking care of an issue. It seems to be a bit transparent when you have mediation as well. Renowned mediator. Right now, Germany is really under the eye of the government, or let's just say stocks, because of what happened with Wirecard. Every day I watch German news. It's Wirecard is in the has at least a little bit of a segment, yeah. So I'm sure whatever they're doing has to be really 10 times turned over. Once on Deutsch about a time. Dispute here in the pending in Germany. Various legal disputes pending in Germany. One legal. I'm not actually totally sure what happened to this company, to be honest. Clearly, people like what's going on here. If we just check the long-term chart. A lot of these failed moves here in the 35s. Looks like we're on the backside of a big move with huge resistance here at $10. Again, making me a little bit skeptical what's going on. Probably looks like a little bit of dilution going on here as well, because we have a lot more volume today. I don't see any reverse splits though. So we'll see what happens. Right now we're at this $10 zone, big resistance, 10, 11, $12. Thanks, Brad. Let's hope we're a little bit more focused today. GENE just had a big old flush. Literally just gave back all of its profits in the last 15 minutes in just one candle. I was actually thinking, today we have no more swing trades open. We closed all of our swing trades yesterday, the final ones. So let's see if BFRA can bounce back above 10. I'm probably a little bit weary on this one. We'll see where we can go. We definitely have some support around $9. Any dip under $9, I would probably really get aggressive on for a red to green move. That's BFRA. Trending here a little bit above the or the $10 zone. That was the key zone we were talking about. TAOP, what a sell-off here. We definitely have, you know, between 3.5, 3.2, kind of this intraday support and resistance. Don't mind these lines being a little bit crooked. It's a little bit unprofessional, but 3.2, kind of, I just want to keep an eye on these areas. This could be all great red to green move territory, so I'll just kind of look into that. GENE is still selling off. Let's talk about this one for a split second. Oh, actually, 1 second. Good to know, good to know. Slack will be killed by Microsoft Teams. Interesting. No. All right, let's. Good. Okay, so now 5 more minutes till the market opens. I was just kind of thinking about GENE. I'm thinking about what you guys are writing. And like I said before, 3.75 is bigger 4-hour support on GENE. 8 million float, so that's kind of nice. Australian diagnostic and research company. They regain NASDAQ compliance, and they sold their gene type breast cancer assessment. It looks like a program, but I'm not totally sure. So it's an interesting catalyst, kind of, you know, spinning off some departments. Could be good, could be last ditch effort. Always hard to kind of say. Yeah, once the market opens for the first 10 minutes or so, I'm usually not too active in the chat room unless I'm really not finding anything. All right, so I think we have more or less a game plan. GENE is going to be my second chart. I'm going to be watching probably TAOP or BFRA out of the gates and kind of go from there. This espresso is kind of kicking in a little bit. Don't mind my messy lines over here. Just, you know, see some supporter at 3.2. This is quite a strong pullback already on TAOP because this one really didn't move up that much yet. 20% support. That's actually kind of a strong zone. BFRA right now, I mean, lead percentage small cap gapper. Although I gotta say, 165 million market cap on BFRA and TAOP with a market cap of 21 million, right? So TAOP is the one with the spike ability. TAOP is the one that can absolutely explode and get halted going to the upside. I probably like TAOP the most. But it's tough because BFRA also looks like might want to crack through here a little bit. Morning, Corey. Nice little pullback and a breakout. Big sell-off on GENE. This could be a really good pop to the upside. 8 million float. Also has that spike ability. Long-term chart, a little bit more questionable on this one. All right, guys. Another minute and 20 seconds. Just kind of popping back between the two tickers. TAOP. There's a big spread on TAOP, but I guess that's kind of comes with the territory a little bit of these lower floats pre-market. 20 more seconds. Good luck, good luck, good luck. Seven seconds. Here we go. Oh, there was no ding, ding, ding. I don't even know why. Something must have been muted. I'll do it for you. Ding, 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 ding. All right, TAOP, instant crack here above. I feel like the day hasn't even started yet because of that. 6% move right away. I don't really want to get long TAOP right yet. Kind of makes me worried. Our alert's not going to go off either. BFRA also had a bit of a move to the downside. GENE pulling up. 2.5% move. They're both at 34% right now, so that's a really good gauge. Looks like BFRA might be selling off. Both of them sold off, actually. GENE might be a really good setup. Keep an eye on for this one, guys. At 390. Just went long GENE at 390. Again, my sound is not working. Looks like I'm having issues with sound. Really have no idea why. Apologize for that, guys. I'm long GENE. Looking for that test of 4. Long GENE, possible break of 4. Sold GENE at 397. GENE possibly breaking 4. Sorry, I couldn't be switching right here too quickly. GENE just broke 4. Took my profits though. Really, really clean, quick trade. Perfect pullback. Sorry I didn't switch my screen. Didn't have time. Ooh, GENE just flushed. So good thing we took profits on that one. Always want to take profits. Don't know why the sound's not working. It's very weird without sound working. It's very... Whoa, big flush on GENE. Right away back to 3.8. Whoo! Wicked, wicked stuff there. Yeah, the sound's just not working on my laptop, so I actually don't hear any entries. I don't hear any TOS things. Very, very kind of weird feeling. You can hear my sounds. Okay, so you guys can hear my sounds. I just don't hear my sounds. Interesting. Huh. Don't even know what that. We've never had that issue before. All right, well, we're just gonna keep on going here. We're just gonna keep doing our thing. Really don't know where that problem's coming on. GENE selling off 3.7. Possible entry here at 3.5. Entry at 3.5. We're long GENE at 3.75. Still watching GENE. Might average down a little bit more. Oh, you guys heard the bell too. Very weird issue. I've never experienced this issue. Possible bigger fill here at 374. Boom, we just bought a little bit more. Big sell-off there on GENE. Long 600. Looking for that one pop higher here, 84, so would be a pretty interesting spot to take some profits. You guys can see that first trade now. Just took some profits here. There's a lot of sellers on this one. I don't know if you guys saw that. It was just a ginormous amount of sellers popped up on the order book, so I closed this one. Took my second round of profits on it. Yeah, it looks like it's moving up though. Could be a nice red to green move. 375, guys. This was the zone we were talking about all pre-market. BFRA is kind of stuck here at the moment. Kind of an interesting setup. Well, this is so weird where I don't hear anything. Trying to think. TAOP. Still have a limit order out on this one. Markets are pretty much neutral right now. Possible second setup on GENE. I'm actually going to wait for this one to maybe find a little bit more support. Could be a perfect double bottom right now. I just don't want to get stuck in a secondary move to the downside. 72. Just kind of watching it right now. It's about 6% down from the open, which I wouldn't really expect it to go much further down than that because it already sold off so much. From the pre-market highs, GENE is down quite a bit. A little over 20%. TAOP and GENE look like they're trying to do a little bit of a reversal here. TAOP actually looks like it's going to possibly flush again. My scanners are not working right now. It's a little bit annoying. I can't hear if any of my alerts are going off. Here we go. BFRA below 942. Kind of looks like TAOP is going to flush here in a second. GENE is trying to break above the 9 EMA. GENE could be a great setup here. We might see another break above the 9 EMA. It's really, really far down on the 5-minute chart as well. Still a lot of sellers on GENE, but overall the sell volume is fading. 382, trying to break higher above it. 382 chipping away. GENE trying here. 385. Wouldn't be surprised if we saw 390 really soon. I don't feel comfortable buying these areas on GENE just yet. Yep, new 5-minute candle. A lot of wicks to the upside on TAOP that don't hold. But this is actually a 5-minute possible breakout here. Definitely over the body of the last 5-minute candle. That's good to see. This is pretty strong. I think we might see a TAOP attempt of the VWAP break right now. Kind of almost hope it doesn't because I wish I was long this one. Wouldn't be surprised if TAOP had a little bit of a flush here after the attempted breakout, so I'm not going to... I don't know if I'm going to trade this. I'm trying to keep an open mind here. I'll see how it goes. TAOP with that $4 million float, $2 million in raised financing, Chinese software infrastructure company, TAOP. Okay, my scanners are back on, which is a good feeling. Darren, where are you shorting TAOP? Are you getting shares on TD Ameritrade? Right now it says hard to borrow. Are you on Interactive or what broker are you getting shares on? Yep, TAOP. Yeah, I feel you. Same. I feel the same, Corey. That's why I wasn't really thinking I would want to buy this breakout of VWAP. So you can get shares short on Merrill. Okay, there we go. I didn't know that. Nice. So, I just heard a fly. Hopefully it wasn't a mosquito. BFRA had that try to break back above. GENE looks like it's trying to break the 9 EMA right now. Not totally convinced. Still has a lot of sellers on this one. Yeah, Christopher, me and you both. You and I both, which is the correct way to say it. It's pullback season. 100% pullback season. That's right, Corey. Tesla selling off hard. No real surprise there. BFRA falling wedge, watch closely. I love falling wedges. I gotta check that one out. GENE, possible break above the 90 EMA right now. Bit of a bull flag. Yup. Breaking out right now. Woo! I was kind of hoping I would get a second attempt on it to buy into this one. I suppose there was those attempts, but it's just a little bit maybe looking too much for a good setup. Are you talking about this kind of longer term falling wedge? It's a bit even, I'm a bit undecided even where the lower end wedge would be. Maybe something like this. It's a little hard to say. Space going up nicely. Oh, that almost hurts. GENE looks pretty good. Would consider maybe buying a pullback on GENE. BFRA has big volume coming in. Look at that big volume right now in this VWAP zone. We got things moving. TAOP selling off. But it looks like it formed somewhat of a base. GENE still looking a little bit sketchy. 9-minute EMA. Looks just like the Tesla sell-off where it's just, sold off, had a big bounce, hit the 9 EMA, and possibly dipping again. So at the moment, no trades yet for me. Oh God, open those new accounts ASAP. BFRA looks pretty strong here, I gotta say. GENE looks like it might be flushing, but it's hard to say as well. BFRA trying. Keep in mind, it's not above VWAP yet. It's still in a downwards trend, but it's trying to break back to the upside, get back in a small upwards trend here. Boom, okay. Oh, I just missed that pullback. I was kind of looking at it. I was thinking, and I thought a little bit too long. Right there at $10. Hopefully somebody nailed that. Corey's definitely long this ticker. This is one of my favorite setups as well. Oh man, Corey, that's a beautiful trade. Really well done. So far, a lot of volume on this ticker. See if we can get one size here at 88. Buyers now at 97. I think I missed this one. Was literally a hair too conservative on that. Watching GENE, guys, kind of interesting one to watch. Really, really nice pullback to VWAP. Oh, can't believe I didn't get that. Right now, price at 25. Maybe it's because I'm a little bit distracted here with GENE. Still looking kind of interesting. Maybe we'll wait here for a bit more of a 5-minute setup. No rush. Nice, my stuff. Happy to hear. Volume on GENE is quite light. Just keep that in mind, guys. Oftentimes the pullbacks on falling wedges I found are sometimes a little bit harder, so I wouldn't be surprised if this came back to like 9,670 or so. $950. Constant pullbacks on GENE that are just so clean. Possible break of 10.5 on BFRA. I feel like this might be a bit more of a fake out setup. I don't know. I'm not going to jump on this one. We're watching BFRA and TAOP, David. Markets are fairly green. NASDAQ up 1%. These are good conditions for day trading because it's kind of clean out there. There's not too much large cap activity. Big break there at 10.5. Whoa. Yeah, sweet. All right. So perfect little bull flag right here. And then we had a solid breakout. I was a little bit too probably pessimistic on this setup, even though, this was probably the best, cleanest setup at that current moment in the markets. Who knows? At least in the small cap world. So sometimes I gotta probably be a little more realistic there. GENE with a 9 EMA pullback. I don't know if this is gonna hold. It's a little bit overextended on the 5-minute. BFRA, here we go. That was a fake out. Let's see it. Let's see how far it dips. I haven't looked at TOP in a hot minute here. Now down at 12%. Only up. Now down to only up 12%. That was weird. That like tickled my brain for a second. Yep, same here, Corey. Same here. GENE had a sell-off now, back at 377. This was kind of where we originally started buying this one. I would not feel confident about entering BFRA right now. I just would not. 9:53 a.m. right now. Trying to study the order book a little bit closer. Man, so many of these failed moves to the upside, but it's slowly creeping there. So maybe it's just going to naturally get there on a very slow basis. But I don't know. I'm not going to probably jump on BFRA right now. The XRT and IO space. TAOP, looks like my alert didn't go off on that one. Even if it did, I probably would have not heard it with my current setup. But hey, this is not looking too shabby. This could be a bit of a reversal point. 312, looks like it found some support. I wouldn't mind buying TAOP on some sort of setup below, or maybe even right above $3. I could see this thing selling off for quite some time, though. I wouldn't be holding TAOP probably long, too much. That'd be a very quick trade. Oh, that's a beautiful thing. Calm down, Corey. That's a good way to get hooked on it. Then the hard part comes, realizing that that is a very rare thing, and not throwing your money away, trying to relive that moment. You guys are making me super excited to talk about small caps. I mean, mid to large caps for swing trades in a little bit. Here we go, BFRA. Here's the possible dip we've all been waiting for. I don't know if it's going to actually happen like we wanted, but all right. You guys are freaking me out. Let me check it out. Tesla at 368. Oh, come on. It's not even down that much. You guys are talking like it's below 300. Hit a high of like 399. Now it's at 366. It's 367. It's not that crazy. NKLA down 8% again after yesterday's like 9%. I think that's a little bit more absurd. I got it, Cody. Fair enough. It's very relative. Everyone has a different take on it, right? I love when the markets are like this. This is my favorite trading conditions. This is kind of like the ocean early in the morning, right? When the wind is still going offshore and everything's very flat, so you notice all the little things you notice. So all the small caps are much more potent and kind of obvious. Everyone's looking at what's moving, and that's the small caps, because people aren't overwhelmed by all the large caps going crazy. I still gotta figure out why my volume's not working. That's freaking me out. It's so weird to enter trades and like not hear the entry. Maybe it's not that weird, but I definitely conditioned myself to be used to it. That's for sure. GENE has a really interesting pattern here, and it looks like it had a little bit of a double bottom, and it might actually start finding a bit more support here in this area. I kind of like GENE in terms of risk reward. I wouldn't blindly hold it too long. Ooh, BFRA. Jeez. There's just, I don't even know what to do right now. If you don't know what to do, the best thing is to do nothing and just kind of watch. Let's see here. Possible small size here. Maybe another entry. Can we get one more entry on BFRA? No, it doesn't really look like it. New minute starting here in 6 seconds. Well, hold on. I was just trying to get out of that one. There we go. I'm going to close this one. I didn't get the fill that I wanted. Just going to exit out. You know what? I just heard some faint noise. That was really weird. Hold on. Output. Speakers. Oh my. I know why. I know the issue. My I had Bose headsets on earlier, the fat noise canceling ones, and it was sending all of my noise audio to those canceling headphones. Big dip here at BFRA. Maybe we'll get another entry. No, doesn't look like it. $68, looks like it's gonna pull back. 70. $60. I don't really see this going much below 59.50. $9.58. I'm gonna narrow down my order book. $9.50 might crack here actually. No. Try it again. Went to 53. We actually would have got a fill if I left it. I think I missed that one. GENE selling off again, 366. My God. 3.5 on GENE is some pretty serious support. I would probably start even buying it around the 358 zone or so. Well, I don't know if it's going to go down to that, but if it will, I'm going to be there. 10:03. Wee, what's it gonna be? Elon needs to buy back the shares he sold. No way he's gonna buy back at those prices. He'll probably buy some shares once Tesla's at like 250. BFRA, trying for the 9 EMA breakout. Probably, Peter, because everyone realized that how ridiculous the company is. Oi, oi, oi. Man, David, that's like something that would happen without volume. Scary stuff for sure. Big question here. Is BFRA going to make a higher low here at around 930, or is it going to make a lower high, a lower low around 870 or so? It's a little hard to say. I'm a little undecided, so right now I have no kind of trades in mind. Just kind of letting the market do its thing. Possible entry on GENE at 358 and lower. Just got the shivers. Oh, again. All right. I'll be right back. All right, all right. Wow, look at that. GE literally went to 359. And guess where I had my limit order? At 358. That's life. That is life in a nutshell, guys. You learn a lot about life in the markets. Gonna remove my limit order for now. We've only would have walked away with 2% at best, so it doesn't hurt my soul too much. Yeah, comment collected here. I think, I was pretty happy with the moves we were getting on BFRA, so that's where most of my attention was going. Kind of died down a little bit, so stopped watching it as closely. I don't think I would have got any of this chop down here. We got another 20 minutes for some day trading, and then we'll scoochy pooch to some other stuff. Little high, little low. I'm having terrible consecutive rep weeks. Any suggestions on how to take a step back and reevaluate from 1AP Pro? When we were having a really rough April, I think something that I feel like a few things helped me. One was reducing my size. So I really removed a lot of the emotions out of my trading. Two, removing pretty much everything that didn't work. So I was studying my past trades and patterns, and basically anything that was like worse than a 50-50, I got rid of. So like buying breakouts or certain setups that I wasn't really good at. Those were two big things. Just kind of I started watching the pre-market. I felt like that started helping me. I wasn't trading pre-market for a long time, and then I was just kind of watching it, and then eventually trying to increase my conviction behind every one of my trades was kind of the whole theory behind it. So understanding, like, if I just started trading at 9:30, it wasn't going to work. So I needed to have my watch list. I needed to watch the tickers move a little bit. I needed to get some confidence behind the ticker, and then have an idea of what might happen, what my trades would be, and then just sticking to my guns. So if like I wanted to see a nice strong red to green move on a ticker, then I would wait, and then when I saw that, I got really, really aggressive, and then I was just like, boom, that was the move I wanted. I'm not going to trade anything else unless I really, really see something that's perfect. So getting very picky with what you trade. Yeah. Understanding yourself, where you're strong and your strengths and weaknesses are. Or do what Christopher says, do the opposite of what you're already doing. Yeah, it's a tough place to be. I remember when I was in April, I was like a little bit down. I was in a total lull, and that was exactly the same time I had tonsillitis. So it was just like I was getting whacked from all ends. But yeah, it's a tough place to be. I think everyone goes through like weeks or so where it's just not. They're just not in the groove, or the market's just not, doing the setups that their strategy is all about, right? Like Corey was saying, like in this market, I'm not going to be trading breakouts, which, there's a few breakouts here and there, but ultimately most of them are fake outs, right? So if you try to trade this breakout, you would have got whacked, this breakout, this breakout, this breakout, and then finally you would have got this one, but then this was a fake out. So it's just like, trading breakouts. So understanding what the market is, and then, adjusting your trading strategy a little bit to that is I think trading is all about like tweaking a little bit here and there. I mean, 1AP Pro, you might be doing everything right, and you just have to like, I don't know, it could be as simple as taking profits just a little bit quicker. Like it's so hard for me to say unless I was reviewing your trades with you, but yeah, review, a lot of reviewing. I probably spend more time reviewing my past trades than I actually do trading, and that helps tremendously. Spent at least 2 hours this morning going over yesterday's trading and then watching trading videos, watching some of my old videos. Yeah. Yeah, I hope that helps. It's not like it's not an easy answer because there is no easy answer. Yeah, clear support and resistance. Also, go further back on the chart. So think about using a different time frame. Like unless I see a pretty good 5 minute setup, I oftentimes don't get as aggressive. Or if I do get aggressive, I'll use smaller size. So, is there a 5 minute setup and are you getting that 1 minute confirmation that it's actually breaking out? So like, a 5 minute breakout and then you're getting that 1 minute pullback to maybe key support like VWAP or the 9 minute EMA. So that would be this one. Right here, we have a big 5 minute breakout on the 5 minute chart, right? And then we're getting that 1 minute pullback near big support. I mean, I'm a little bit upset I didn't take this one. This is probably the best trade of the day on BFRA because we have multiple time frames giving confirmations, and we also have huge support and resistance. All the stars are really aligning on that trade. So, be very picky on what you trade because most of this is chop. I mean, like all this right here, like you can get some lucky, buying this little dip here, maybe selling up here, but this is like very unclear chop in my eyes. So I wasn't trading any of this. And calm down, and you surf for 2 hours. I need to pick that life up. That's funny. It helps if you like trading. I don't know if trading's for everyone, but I could look at charts all day, so it doesn't feel like I'm, stuck in a library doing something I don't like. Uh, yeah, hopefully that helps 1AP Pro. Again, it's not like an easy answer, but just reviewing a lot of stuff. Yeah, Shrikant just took a few days off. That's also really good. Well, some big buyers just popped up on GENE. I don't know if my eyes went cross-eyed or whatnot, or if I'm seeing nonsense, but it looked like there were some buyers on that ticker. Hold on, what's going on here, boys? Oh my god, a runaway horse. Corey says BFRA is still holding up. She ain't done until she cracks hard. Amen. I feel the same way. I'm over here watching BFRA, like, I got my eyeballs scanning the screen. I feel like there's gonna be a VWAP crack soon enough. Or it falls off a cliff. Yeah, 1AP Pro, I feel the same way. The weekend are my days off. Man, what happened here? 12 o'clock rang and the market just went to sleep. Man, oh man. Getting a few of these dips would have been kind of interesting. There typically is consolidation that follows a period of volatility, so maybe we're about to get some volatility right now. Look at this, attempt to break a VWAP. VWAP's roughly at like 10:06. 10:07, 10:09. Bigger volume crawling up in there too. BFRA is still the clear lead gapper on the day. $222 million volume so far. Everything else barely has any volume compared to this ticker. I mean, this is the clear lead gapper. GEN is trying so hard, trying so hard. Corey doesn't like the weekends. I actually really enjoy the weekends. It's like my downtime, work on some other things, catch up on trade journal, do nothing, which somehow doesn't. Yeah, I wish I wish I could do more nothing. Sundays are good. I really take Sundays off usually, totally. Yeah, Eric, that's not a bad idea either. I would really recommend checking out that book, Total Ownership by Jocko Willink. It's so good, and if you're into like war movies, it's even better because he has so many intense war stories that are just really I don't know, you don't want to put the book down. I was doing an audio version on Audible, so it's a little different, but really nice stuff. Bad Mama Jama, yeah, he's freaking crazy, huh? What do I do after trading on weekdays? I do the recap video. After the recap video, I'm probably having dinner, crack a beer or wine, go for a walk in Portugal, maybe afternoon surf session. Uh, Really depends, every day is a little bit different. But nothing really too chill because I feel like after day trading, my mind's like a little bit crazy and I don't want to give myself too many complicated tasks after day trading. It's a bit weird. Like, I start doing silly mistakes after day trading. I'm just a little bit sloppy. Yeah, the trade limits Cody's talking about from the pattern day trading rules just absolute nonsense. David Giggins. Let me Google this non-human for a second. Ooh, BFRA guys selling off here. I'm gonna give this like another 8 minutes, and then I'm gonna switch to mid to large caps, looking for swing trades. Ah, this guy. He's the one who lost a lot of weight. No, I feel like I've seen this guy before. Retired Navy SEAL. Jared just bought it. Extreme ownership. Man, you're gonna love it. I swear. I was probably one of my favorite recent books, and probably one of my favorite books just in general. Uh, I really, really find it was nice, very nice. David Goggins in your Instagram feed is mandatory. Hip Hop Jose or Jose saw him at a restaurant. Which restaurant? McDonald's. You know what? No, I totally believe you, man. I think that's a good idea. My Instagram feed is very tailored. I feel like there's a lot of nonsense on Instagram. It's just you gotta watch out. I recently had to remove fail videos because I am addicted to fail videos. They're freaking hilarious. But I'll waste like 10 minutes like that on fail army stuff. Oof, it's so dangerous. It's, yeah, it's crazy. It's a slippery slope, that stuff. I'm trying to post more because like I don't want people thinking I have a dead Instagram because I literally have my handle here in this video, but I can't seem to post more than like one picture a month. I don't know what it is. Some people are really good at that. I find it exhausting mentally. Oh man, guys, I'm really not seeing anything. I want to day trade here, so I'm sorry for getting off topic a little bit. Just a little bit uninspiring from the action we're seeing right now. Oh, okay. BFRA, just a little bit of a dip. GENE, same little red candle popping up. Yeah, I think it's time for swing trades, more or less. Swing trades, let's do it. Ross did 10K on BFRA and he's done. You know what? Yeah, so it looks like even for Ross, it wasn't that great of a day. I feel like 10K day for Ross isn't that amazing because he's using that huge position size, right? So if he's doing like, you know, $100,000 position sizes, he's up like 10% based on his average position size maybe today. So yeah, so let's see where we're at. Today we did some decent little trading. BFRA unfortunately was only my second best ticker. We made 38 bucks on it, kind of ridiculous. But I used smaller size today. I think my average position size today was under $2,000. So that is what it is. I should have been more aggressive on size today, but I didn't love the market lately in terms of I didn't love what I saw, so why force it? Nice, Corey. 439, man. That's beautiful stuff. One in one trade as well. That makes it all the more glorious. You got a really good trade, Corey. You were right in this beautiful breakout zone. I'm not sure where your entry was, but this was the best setup of the day. You got it, and that's, you know, perfect. There's no need to trade anything else. So congrats, man. Really, really good stuff. Let's go to NKLA and actually quickly. So we're wrapping up here, $165 profit for the day. Not too bad, not too bad. Can't complain. I always want to be over like 10% of my average position size. I feel like that's like my arbitrary goal. If that, like, I don't like having goals, but if there was a goal, that would be it. So we're a little bit below that, but ultimately I think I did a pretty okay job. I managed my risk all right by reducing my position size. I didn't get any crazy moves. I took a lot of base hits. I did a lot of trades today, I feel like, but overall, I think I'm pretty happy with my results for the day. Not on Corey's level, but I'll get there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 trades today. 8 trades, okay, we actually didn't trade that much. Fake news there. So 165 profit, filled orders. Let me quickly write this down, then we'll talk about NKLA. Ooh! At 10:27, I write this down because when I do the post, the first comment on this video later, I take a screenshot of this and I make sure to document and pin the comments of the entries so you guys and myself can watch it. This could be actually a nice little bounce trade on BFRA, but I don't know. This is where the slippery slopes start coming in. This is where, you know, it's easy to start making some simple mistakes, especially after a long day of trading. Okay, first ticker, NKLA. What do we got here? What do we got? I actually have a limit order on NKLA right here at around 30 bucks. This was a huge former support zone. I wouldn't mind even buying down on this one, like $27 or something like that. Apparently that merger news with GM really did not do much for NKLA at all. So kind of ridiculous. Let's quickly see here. Nikola short seller pockets 51 million on Hindenburg sell-off. Are they just saying Hindenburg sell-off to emphasize a large sell-off? Probably. Drop reports and merger research. Seller Hindenburg research. Nope, hold on. I think no, support of a Hindenburg short report. So Hindenburg is literally a research firm. The company is an intricate fraud. I would honestly would not be surprised about that. Initially took a massive hit earlier. I would have to go through the port. This was probably a giant short squeeze. It did not hold very long. So there was literally an article about it. Oh, I would love to. GENE, yeah, back to life. I see this one. I gotta say, this is quite impressive. I've been watching GENE on my second screen the whole time. I wanted that entry at 358 and went down to 359. How ridiculous is that? So ridiculous. It seems like a lot of you guys aren't a big fan of NKLA either. Let me quickly check here. You also have to be thinking, if you're a short seller, you're not going to probably hold till zero, right? Because at that point, it's bad risk reward. Even if the company does go to zero, you're just holding a position too long. You're tying up capital for no reason, right? So even a big short seller that believes the company will disappear will cover at one point, and there's going to be dip buyers. So no matter what happens and how horrible the company is, it's still going to balance possibly 50, 100% after a big sell-off, right? So you just got to keep that in mind. So the Hindenburg report. I'm going to definitely check out this report. Once we have the new laptop, guys, sometime in November, then I will be able to pull up the reports on the screen you guys are looking at. I can't do that right now because if I open a browser right now on this laptop while I'm streaming and trading, things start exploding. It happened before, and don't want it to happen again. So if you go to hindenburgresearch.com, you can actually check out the report. There's a lot of articles and videos that actually talk about the report as well. Today we reveal why we believe it's an intricate fraud built on dozens of lies over the course of founder and executive Trevor Milton's career. We have gathered extensive evidence, including record phone calls, text messages, private emails, and behind-the-scenes photographs detailing dozens of false statements by Nikola founder Trevor Milton. We will never see this level of deception of a public company. We have never seen this level of deception at a public company, especially of this size. Well, the size is very debatable because I feel like it just came from pretty much nothing to what it is now. Literally. Low of 951. Trevor has managed to parlay these false statements made over the course of a decade into a $20 billion public company. He has linked partnerships with some of the top auto companies in the world, all desperate to catch up on Tesla to harness the EV wave. We examine how Nikola got its early start and show how Trevor misled partners into signing agreements by falsely claiming to have extensive proprietary technology. So they look like they're really against this, the founder, it seems like. They seem like... Formerly partnered with Nikola called Nikola's battery and hydrogen fuel cells hot air. Also, there's a really popular video where Elon Musk himself talks about hydrogen, where he pretty much says it doesn't make any sense. And the reason for that, I'm not that good with this stuff, is because it's basically you need two engines, right? You have the hydrogen tank, and then all that does is convert it into electricity, right? So you're kind of doing the same thing twice. While an electric car, it's just electricity with the batteries, right? So it seems like hydrogen is kind of doing two steps in one small machine, which is your car, when you could just be doing one step. So it seems like that's why hydrogen won't ever make sense for cars. I think hydrogen can make a lot of sense for certain facilities where space and weight isn't as much of a factor, but that seems to be hydrogen downside for cars in a nutshell. From what I've learned, I could be wrong, but that's what I've learned. Kingship, they want us range bound. Yeah, so interesting article, guys. I definitely would recommend you guys go through it, especially anyone that is long and anyone that's short, or just anyone in general. Honestly, it looks pretty well researched. So I'm gonna kind of post it here. This is what I'm reading off of right now. It's a WordPress website, kind of funny. Did you know over 70% of the internet is powered by WordPress? Little fun fact there. Okay, let's keep going here. Or I think it was over 70. I don't know if it still is, but it was like, when did I look? Like a year ago or something when I looked that up? So I think here's a big of a red flag. Trevor has ensured he is not going down with the ship. He cashed out 70 million around the IPO and amended his share lockup from 1 year to 180 days. If he is fired, his equity awards immediately vest, and he is entitled to collect 20 million over the next 2 years. Milton has laid the groundwork to extract hundreds of millions from Nikola before ever delivering on his promises. So, okay, so that's a big red flag alone right there. I think the Tesla rally that we saw is actually quite nice for the overall car industry, because it's really forcing people to go electric. If you guys live in a city, which I usually do, at least most time of the year, gas cars are absolutely a hassle and they're miserable. I don't know if you've ever, been on a bike behind a gas car, but it's like a nightmare. So I'm extremely excited that the whole car industry is catching up a little bit here. So big kudos for Tesla for really rallying that. And yeah, I mean, there's obviously going to be companies like Nikola, which based on this article seems extremely shady in terms of trying to squeeze out investor money into this and not really deliver on anything. So I don't know. I couldn't really say. I need to do a lot more research in this my own time, but watch out, I guess, huh? The day of Googling, yeah. All right, let's check out some other tickers here. No, Hindenburg is a research firm, but it is kind of funny because when the article said Hindenburg short, I was like, does that, or the Hindenburg sell off, right? On Hindenburg sell off. So I guess the sell off was caused by the Hindenburg article, but it just sounds like it was a big sell off, right? Okay, well, enough of that. NKLA. I've always been skeptical of this company, but that's just because I'm a small cap day trader. So to me, anything that goes up exponentially, you want to stay away from. That's just like day trading 101. If something goes up exponential, it's only a matter of time before it goes down, and usually it goes down just as fast, if not faster. Hindenburg publishes bad info about companies and often it's BS. Yeah, so there's always two sides of the story. And again, you guys got to do your research from different sources. I don't have the answer for you, but we've been talking about NKLA for a really, really long time, and I think everyone does believe it's overextended, even on these big sell-offs. What I would like to do is look for key support and resistance zones. One would be around $27 for a possible bounce here. Any bounce could be very, very quick on this ticker. You just have to manage your risk. We have another big bounce territory right here at 20. And then again, I would probably argue at like this $15 zone. So any of these zones on the way down, there's probably a good chance that I might accumulate, or not accumulate, but at least trade the balance. Probably more of a day trade than a swing trade. Yeah, so that's a good. Well, we'll start with LMND. I know you guys called out other tickers. Just keep calling them out if I don't check them at first. Uh, So LMND, you guys know this one. We were just day trading it or swing trading it. We were starting to buy here in this dip. We started accumulating, and then yesterday when we were hitting this big resistance zone, we closed this one out. I think I left like 4 or 5% on the table when we broke the 9 EMA. Oh well, that wasn't really my goal. I like this good risk reward here, and that was our swing trade. So pretty happy about this one. I'm not sure if I'm going to day trade it or swing trade it just yet. I think I'm going to give this one a little bit more time. To kind of find somewhat of a bottom, but I think anywhere between, you know, obviously the low here at 44 and below 50, actually I would probably even say like 48, I would probably start accumulating again. I don't really think we're going to go below 44, and if we do go below 44, I don't really see us going that much lower, so I think there's pretty decent risk reward overall on LMND. It seemed to survive the overall market sell-off very well, so we'll see. I like it. I want to learn a little bit more about the company. I might put this ticker just in my long-term portfolio and forget about it. But for now, I still like the swing trade potential on this one because how clean it trades support and resistance, right? We had a big breakout here. We had a support retest. We had a break of support. We had a retest of support. We had former support. We had another retest, got rejected, started making lower lows. It's just like really, really clean. Very clean. Actually, a lot of these tickers are in here, so we might as well just kind of start at the bottom. CVAC, not CVAC, KCAC, Kensington Cap acquisition with the I keep forgetting QuantumScape deal, which is developing EV batteries, looks really, really good. And I think around 1650, I would start accumulating KCAC. Right now, it looks like it's going to have a triple bottom and maybe bounce off at 18 or 17 or so, but I'm not going to take that risk. I would either buy a pullback to the upside and buy on a retest here at 1880, or, so let me just kind of draw a little line of what I would probably do. So I would buy the retest here if we broke higher, or if this triple bottom fails, I would like to buy somewhere here. So these are kind of the two strategies I see on KCAC. Either buy at 16, or if it breaks higher, buy at 18. And I think KCAC is a great example of, you know, of talking about what day traders and swing traders do. Like, we're not trying to predict the market, right? Like, I don't care if KCAC goes up. I don't care if it goes down. So I want to have a plan for both situations. And that's really what day trading is all about. We're not predicting anything. Now, if I was an investor and I was invested in KCAC, which maybe I will be down the road, if I, you know, find that like I like the price, I like the company, yada yada, then obviously I want the company to go up. But I will have a long-term time frame. That's a whole different thing. That's, you know, so I don't want to talk too much about investing in any of these videos, because ultimately that's, you know, that's a whole different cookie. Yeah. So KCAC, yeah, around 16 would be a great entry. What do we got here? CLSK. This might just be the biggest missed move I have ever had, because in terms of trades that I was talking about, would be a great trade here at $7. Beautiful, beautiful bounce. 45%. Oh my God. I probably would have went in this on a 5K position size. I would have been a $2.5 thousand return. I don't think I would have held this whole way, but I probably would have took some profits here at 886, which would have been 25% return in like 8 hours. That would have been super nice. So sad stuff on CLSK. DPHC, I know you guys were calling out this one several times. We've talked about this one on and off. I remember we were talking about it on this break of 20, talking about a possible pullback entry. Bit of a flush here, possible break of momentum. I don't think I can invest in a ticker that's going up like this unless I knew a little bit more about it. I couldn't really comment on it. This would have been my last entry here on this pullback somewhere. I don't know if I would have got it, but that would have been what I would have wanted. Yeah, strong move here. Light volumes. That's always a big red flag when the volume's a little bit light. Yeah, Brent, very, very sad. Do I think SQQQ, the reverse, is it SPY index? I don't know. I'm not super crazy about those instruments, but I think probably if I would do it now, around now would be the time I'd be probably most interested in it as well. So could be a good setup. RXT, that, I missed this one. I would have loved 1750. I don't know why I didn't trade it. I missed a lot of moves. Could have bought even more. I don't see RXT being a setup right just yet. But this sell-off is very, very light volume. So maybe we'll have a triple bottom here. Maybe we're even going to break it. I would probably start accumulating in the 16s RXT. It might be too conservative, but I don't know. XPEV, the Chinese kind of Tesla car company we got going on over here, although I don't know if that's a fair comparison. Yeah, again, same situation. I was waiting for this to go into the 16.5 zone. We had a nice bounce here off 13, had a triple bottom. Pretty solid, but I'm not sure how I'm going to play this one. There could be huge support right around here on 18. This could be a nice move. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Yeah. CVAC, this was a really, really nice swing trade. I'm not sure if we're going to be jumping on this one anytime soon. I would like a kind of a move here under 55. We had a really nice swing trade on this one already. This was a great, great fun swing trade. I would like to maybe even see this go towards something that, like if 55 cracked, this might have a nice like multi-day sell-off, and then it could be a phenomenal good risk reward setup near the IPO. Or if this has a big green move back to 60, I would probably consider buying CVAC on a pullback. RKT, Rocket Companies, the Quicken Loans. I would like to buy this around 20 bucks. ADT, I so missed my entry on this one. I'm still kind of kicking myself in the butt about that. Would have left an entry. I would have probably already taken some profits on this one. A nice 14% move. I should have stuck to my gut a little bit more at the $10. KLA just, continuing its little rampage to the downside. AAL, yeah, nothing too interesting, nothing super new. AMD, would like to start maybe buying this around 70 until back at 50 roughly. Yeah, Kodak had a lot of action today. Forgot what the news was about it. Tesla with that just wicked, very wicked dip. Would love to do a similar setup on Tesla. We'll see how low it goes. How big was this final dip here? Let's see here for a second, because this was like front and center for us for quite a long time. %. That was a big, big dip. And this bounce was very strong. 30% bounce, more or less. Absolutely crazy. Space. Still crying a little bit about this one. This was such a good trade. Or it could have been a really good trade. Should have closed it earlier and then should have bought back harder and then should have let it run a little bit longer. But you always, hindsight's 50-50. That's a lot of things I would have, should have, could have done. So at the same time, I don't feel too bad because it was like not that clean. I think I'm not going to be trading SPCE anymore until maybe we go into some more reasonable prices. Something around, I don't know, below $15, and I think I would start accumulating space again in those zones. I don't think I'll be touching it until then. Amazon, very strong pretty much always. American Airlines, guys, back below 13 just for a little bit here. Again, anything above 10, below 12 could be interesting zones again, maybe even below 11. And then Sonos. So Sonos is a ticker that I really, really, really would like to trade again. I already have a limit order on this one. We've been getting some really great trades on it. It's fairly clean. I would like to sell off a little bit more, and then something below 12. I'll be there with a big net, but I don't know if it's going to go down there. Was they filed for test flights that day? Yeah, fair enough, Harley. It's hard to keep up with all the news on the swing trades, though. So the ticker we were day trading today, look, I mean, right around 10 o'clock, this is kind of when it was starting to get a little bit, lower volume. And then 10:30 when we wrapped up, this, there's a reason I typically wrap up by 10:30 because after that, things are just a little bit less interesting. So... Yeah, XPEV, I would like to see it crack a 17, but I might buy before then. I don't know, John. We'll see what happens. We just talked about XPEV. Let's actually quickly look at KODK. This one, again, was making headlines this morning. I forgot the reason it was making headlines. So they reported the stake yesterday, lowered the price. So no good headlines, I'll say that much. I think this is just a pure bottom bounce. There's basically zero volume on this one. A ticker that sells off this much oftentimes has very strong bottom bounces. I mean, this is like a 70% move from the lows. I don't know if there was news on that day or not, but just kind of crazy how much these things bounce. I don't know if I'm going to be trading KODK. I feel like there's a lot of back holders on this one, but at the same time, it looks like it did find somewhat of a base here. So even with all the bad news it had with SEC digging into it, possible fraud, possible insider trading, possible XYZ. Yeah, King Chip. Dad bought 20K at 32. Yeah, it's a tough one. If I was him, I mean, everything's up to you, but I would probably sell on any big spike to the upside. These spikes are going to happen. They're going to happen again and again and again. But I'd be a little bit nervous that this was a one last ditch effort for insiders to get out of the company, which it could have been. And I'd be nervous that this thing just continues selling off and this will continue its downtrend here back to $1.50. Morning, Satoshi. What did you miss? You missed everything. Main thing you missed, I think, was BFRA. I think there was some interesting trades on it. GENE is actually what I traded the most, but BFRA was the lead gapper on the day. We're walking away at a little over 150 profit. There was some nice resolution. Corey got a really sweet trade right around VWAP. That was a really, really good one. I'm kind of kicking myself. I missed that a little bit, but it is what it is. Let me grab, actually, I got just enough coffee here. Guys, check out these pants. They got tickers on them. You see that? Actually, I don't know if you see it. It's my trading pants. This way I can look at my pants and know which way the markets are going. We can't see. Oh no, I'm gonna have to post a picture. I think they're my good luck charm. Yeah, nice work, Satoshi. All the large caps have been absolutely slamming. Today it seems like the large caps chilled out a bit, which was great for the small caps, at least a few tickers. Keep it G-rated, Alex. Listen, at least I'm wearing pants today, all right? I find Tesla a little bit tricky to day trade. Let's actually go to it right now, and then we'll wrap up here. Just kidding. I think I always wear pants when I'm trading. Sure. I think I always wear pants. Yeah, I guess you're right. That probably doesn't make too much sense, huh? Hayden's on the search for a good ticker. You guys got any good tickers for Hayden? Definitely not NKLA. Be a little bit weary on that one at the moment. Nice, Satoshi. Sweet. Hopefully it keeps on working. I like my mid to large caps for day trading. I mean my swing trading, and then the small caps for day trading. No, nothing really so far new. We're pretty much done with day trading ever since 10:30, and then small cap review. Maybe Tyler, we talked about NKLA. Check out the Hindenburg short report. Be a little bit weary if you are thinking about going along that ticker. Pretty negative stuff came out on that report. Yeah, Fabian, I actually don't use hotkeys too much on TOS. I don't find them to be as helpful as I would like. I use Alt D, which is cancel all orders. I use that one quite a lot. But I don't really use too many other hotkeys. I have hotkeys set up for join the bid and sell the ask. Join buy bid is Alt A, and then Alt S is sell the ask. So I have ASD, and all I have to do is press Alt, right? It's a nice way to do it. But I actually like using the latter a bit more. I find that a bit nicer. Yeah, Satoshi, what are you up to? Twin, we were talking a lot today about how to fix a losing strategy. Uh, we'll go into it in a little bit more detail probably again, maybe in the recap video. Actually, guys, if you're totally new here, don't forget to subscribe. We come out with a recap video every single day. A lot of good stuff in there. Some of the biggest lessons and some best takeaways. So don't forget to subscribe. And if you guys enjoyed the content today, don't forget to hit that like button. I really, really do appreciate it. In terms of, improving your day trading strategy, review your past trades and use smaller position size. Those two things alone can do wonders to getting out of a rut. Using smaller size, being able to trade a little bit more, and then just reviewing what's working, what's not working. Make sure you're using as many confirmations as possible. You have a 5-minute setup that aligns with a kind of 1-minute setup as well, like the 5-minute breakout, 1-minute pullback. And then just constantly review what you're doing right and wrong. Drop the stuff that's not working. Yeah, be a sniper. Be way more patient. No, I don't think TOS uses dark pools. I think they send their orders to possible dark pools, or I don't know. I'm not too deep into that topic, but I highly doubt it. I don't think they use them themselves, but the third-party routing houses might use them. Little Tesla making some moves. Tesla has a really nice 5-minute setup. You can see these, breakout, bull flag, pullback. You got another breakout. We got a pullback, right? So look for those 5-minute setups and try to avoid all the 1-minute noise. All right, guys, let's go ahead and wrap it up here. That was a pretty nice little trading day today. It was nice that we ended the week with a little bit more small cap action. I'm pretty happy that we saw some stuff coming back into the markets. I think Monday we might be off to a good start. Obviously, I don't want to have any biases, but we're about to start 2 weeks of uninterrupted trading. It's going to be nice. I'm really, really looking forward to it. In terms of, there's no holidays or there's no new month that's starting in the middle of the week. So I'm looking for the next 2 months. Should be pretty clean here. back to school. So hopefully we're getting a little bit more activity, a bit more action in here, and getting into the fall season, we should see a bit more momentum as well. So I think we're pretty much getting out of summer mode. This should be fun. All right, guys, take care. Satoshi says the difference is that you have faster move like on Tesla and Apple. The volume is higher and they move in dollar increments. I go in with 500 shares and in 2 minutes I can move a whole. Am I expecting a sell-off? I'm expecting there's going to be a sell-off at one point. I don't think it's over. I think it's just getting started. But I'm always wrong about that, so I don't know. Don't even listen to me. It's hard to predict the market. All right, guys. Peace. Take care. Enjoy your weekend. Maybe I'll see you guys again this weekend on a video. I'm not totally sure yet. It really depends on a few things I'm not sure about at the moment right now. I will see you guys, though, if not this weekend. I'll see you guys in the recap video. I'll see you guys first thing Monday. Don't forget to drop a like on the way out. I really, really do appreciate that. Support the channel. If you're enjoying the content, do some surfing. That's what I'm going to be doing. Ciao, ciao, guys. Take care. Stay safe. Don't overtrade. There's always another day to trade. Ciao.